Hey, so this is we're looking at Monday, April 24th. We'll do the gospel quiz here shortly. We're going to talk about camp and other fun things from there. We do have I Learn tomorrow, which is English. Bring headphones. And I Learn again on Wednesday. Thursday it goes back to normal schedule, and then Friday's in the week. So we have book. You're good to go there. Try not to lose it. And then as far as camp goes, I'm sure you've probably debriefed and talked to Mrs. Butz. Those of you who have math teachers, they might have talked about it too. But since I sort of helped set things up, from there, overall, camp hopefully was successful for you guys. Food waste, I got harassed nonstop. I think the Globetrotters had like a total of 5 pounds for the entire week, all combined. They ended up having 0 for like a couple of meals because apparently they learned. So the amount of yelling that happened at me and getting made fun of was painful, but whatever. I still like you guys. From there, did things work well with counselors?
Yes.
That's if they tried so hard to give you real
I had W counselors.
Yeah, we just have kids with issues. I agree.
She wouldn't
And
think water guns.
yeah,
I sneak attacked you.
because of this year, there is a chance there will be a change to water guns in the future. So
I got
Please.
my
Oh my gosh, this counselor in my cabin, she kind of talked bad about Gus. Yeah, she was kind of mean. She was like, she was talking about how your Riz was bad.
Don't
How you
get
walked
distracted.
about. Oh yeah.
Fasting,
Poor
care less on that one. So things, anything I should add to next year when I go through and talk?
No water guns.
Well, aside from that, I meant talking to you guys as far as like the building up information.
Don't.
The food waste.
Actually,
food
do
waste
because
bucket.
then it's not as much.
Yeah, but
fun.
I don't think you guys have.
Yeah, it's not as much work.
Even if it's supposed to be warm, bring like gloves or like
Yeah, I'm
and
so
coats
cold
and
the
stuff.
first day.
Like
Had
I
that
had to
already.
use my counselor's gloves and my other counselor was like, "Do you want my coat?" And I said no. I felt bad. I didn't want to take her coat.
Why didn't
Why
you
didn't
bring
you
your own
bring
coat?
your own?
Yes. I brought my own coat.
It's
for all
types
of weather.
Agreed. So, all right. Well, we're learning and going from there. So, hopefully you enjoyed it, and some of you guys will come back and be counselors in the future.
Yes.
We should be good to go from there. So, if you were not aware, my kid was a counselor there. So for
I
the
saw.
Y Yoshi, so that was my kid. That was one of the ones, and so I figured I would go ahead and post the pictures of my kid from 7th grade up through 10th grade. 9th grade, my kid accidentally shaved their eyebrows off. So
Like Gavin.
they asked me to cover their picture because they have no eyebrows and they think the picture looks awful. I think it looks hilarious, but whatever. So anyway, if you find my kid on social media, they've changed their name to Toe Heater because kids are weird. So for you guys, class last week, did things go all right Thursday, Friday?
Yes.
No major issues as far as 3D bits went? Hi, Lena.
Were we supposed to do the 75 item list?
So yes, which we'll talk about here in a moment.
It's
From
not very specific.
Oh well.
Okay, but it wasn't in purple.
yes, because when it's a link, it unpurples it.
Wait, well, it seems like you wrong.
Wow.
So with your 75 item list, there are directions on Canvas to help you out. It's not due till tomorrow. So I figure, worst case, you can do it tomorrow during, what do you call that thing? I Learn, when you have time after I Learn, when you get done.
Let us get on our iPads.
Never mind, well, then you're out of luck. So then you have to do it before that point, and then you should be good to go. I didn't think you'd be on iPads either, but anyway. The homeworks, what you're going to do is create your list of 75 items, and then you're going to have to go through and explain the 75 items. You're going to find the spot over here that says discussions, and that's where you will find it. You do have to reply to people. That is going to be part of your grade also, is you have to find other people's and give some kind of reply to it. If your reply is crappy, your grade is crappy. If your reply is just, what up, good stuff, then that could apply to basically anyone, then that's fine, but you're probably only going to get 5 of the 10 points, because if you're not going to put effort into it, neither am I. So
10 points.
to get you guys prepared for this whole thing where he's dealing with being on a website and the fact that people are talking to each other, I want you guys to get used to going on there. Most of you should be used to social media, but for some of you, this might be your first interaction with social media things, and this book was about the creation of social media, so I'm having you to reply things. Hi, Gus.
Can we reply to yours saying like, why didn't you put deodorant or any like what? Anything?
You can. And then I would make fun of you for not reading the directions where it says you don't have to include deodorant. So as the directions will tell you as you go through, you do not list any consumable things. You don't list food, you don't list toothpaste, you don't list deodorant, anything like that. You don't have to list. These are just items that you own, not things that your parents own, so you don't have to worry about, say, your bed. You don't have to say worry about the couch. Anything that you are in possession of, not things your family is in possession of. And so hopefully you can sort of go through from there. And now, your only main thing you have to worry about is other people commenting on it, as far as calling you out for the different things that you have on there. Let's see. So 1 grade is going to be your 75 item list, and then grade 2 is going to be your 2 replies. So there will be 2 grades as I go through, then look for both your replies and your actual list of things. You will be able to find my list on there, as I did as an example to try to help you out. And so you have my list of things. And then same thing, I went through and then explained. So it just gives you an idea if you sort of break stuff down, find 10 items that you will explain or groupings of items. So like through here, I did like 16 through 18 or 36 through 45. And so you don't have to just explain one item. If you have a grouping that goes together, that's fine. With your list of items, you can put things together like I did 27 through 29 athletic pants. You can't just put 1 through 75, my stuff. Ha-ha! And then walk away. You can, but be prepared to not like how it turns out. Wally?
Okay, I read the directions.
Good.
Yes. And I had extra space.
Yes.
And that I didn't have anything to really put into space.
Uh-huh.
So I did put some consumable stuff.
That's fine. We might just have to make fun of you.
No, I knew that was how it worked.
You just say no.
He did. I like it. That's the confidence I'm looking for. Nicely done, Wally. Any other questions aside from me having to sass you?
Well, yes.
All right, so good to go on that one. Then, as far as gospel go, did you just say it's going to take forever?
No, I didn't. No. No.
I think you said the quiet part out loud. So, as far as book goes, I want to answer questions to help you out. We finished with the whole Josh equal. Oh, by the way, for those of you guys who are freaking out about the quiz, it's a take-home quiz. I'm not planning on you getting it done in class yet. Because my goal is I would much rather talk about book and have you guys do well on quiz than have you guys freak out about quiz. So that's why I was taking time to get things done. I'm hoping to give you time, for those of you who read it, to finish it here in a moment. But if not, then you have after school that you can get it done before you freak out too much. Josh equals Larry. Hopefully that wasn't too much of a surprise as it built it up as we got to that part. You figured out Beth's tattoo?
Equals Josh.
When he said he wanted to kiss him.
Oh my God. Stop.
And then you get like any excuse. That's so creepy. He would have any excuse to touch her.
Sexual harassment.
So, 1, the creepiness between Josh and Beth is only going to increase.
No.
2, they're teenagers. Teenagers flirt with each other.
They're not.
It is
Sexual harassment.
I only flirt with like everyone.
sometimes flirting is one direction. And
Like the
so
band.
it's pretty much
Sexual harassment.
awkward for everybody who's not involved in the flirting. You just get to see what's going on inside of his head. And here is for all of you who are females, and you're like, is that really what goes on inside of a teen boy's head? The answer is yeah. And so just go ahead and accept the creepiness now.
That's so
So-
weird.
And like what goes on in your heads is any less weird. It's just a different weird.
I'm not talking about how much I want to kiss because of angels.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about kissing.
Hi, Sterner.
I think Catherine is better.
Oh, why's that? We're gonna hang on
Oh
a
yeah, I
second.
was thinking that too. I was
We're gonna
like,
get to that in just a second.
Because
Hang on, hold that thought. We're gonna come back to Beta Gold in just a moment. Don't you grumpy face me. We had the best tattoo that you guys already freaked out about.
Mr. Josh's dad, but I'm like, wait, no, he doesn't really.
So we have the Todd issue. That's not gonna go away. And the fact that she still keeps liking Todd and his popularity. Larry Fest.
Larry Fest was a huge success.
And then he was almost friendly with her there.
No, he wasn't. He was like,
Yeah,
it meant so much to me, but didn't mean anything to her.
Exactly. That's so weird.
Wasn't he getting ready to? And then there was like an interruption. It was
Yeah.
And he was getting ready to say a thing, and it was going to be like a moment, and then randos.
Yeah, but she would
I
have left
present
it
to
from Larry,
you
not
page
from him.
127.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wally.
It literally said, he literally said he was getting ready to make love. This man is weird.
What? Yeah. He was like, oh, they're underneath the fireworks. That's weird.
127.
He said, I read it in second
He
period.
thought it.
I'm sorry to hear
I
that.
started screaming at the top of my lungs in my house.
Told you there's some awkward bits in there.
Leave her alone. Justice for Beth, honestly. Yes, please. Because like this is
Beth
borderline
experiences
harassment.
He hasn't done anything. It's just in his head.
Exactly. He's delusional. Exactly. We need to get this man to go.
If any of you end up finishing the book at some point and reading ahead, because you're welcome to start doing that as we get into iLearn, do not talk about things coming up. Because much like with outsiders, listening to you guys and some of your yelling, when you find out what happened in life, you are going to do more yelling. And I need you to not let others know what happened. Because I trust you guys to be too dumb to actually have to look in history books. Yes?
Quote, or maybe I was just practicing restraint. Maybe making love to Beth under the sky of fire.
I need you to read it
I
out loud.
arrest my case. Send this man to jail.
We're not sending Wally to jail. He just
No,
read
not
something.
Wally. Josh.
No, don't send me to jail. Send
Josh is that's
Send Josh to
Teenage boys are awful in real life. It's a thing that's out there.
That cannot be true.
So Caleb, you had talked about Beta Gold, who is our person trying to call out Josh. When you said you think it's Catherine, Catherine being his stepdad's girlfriend, and why is that?
Because his stepdad let slip. He's like, Catherine's really interested in finding out who this is. And
But you see,
she
like-
also had that Humpty Dumpty fetish, so obviously she's
Bro, what?
But you see, Beta Gold also liked the message about Larry though.
That is true. I mean,
Just wanted to
I
know.
mean, why would you tell us about a Humpty Dumpty fetish?
it is weird.
she would.
Apparently, he says a lot of things that you guys find weird, but Beta Gold, we will find out who Beta Gold is because that was part of life. But do not reveal when you get to finding out who Beta Gold is. Don't be the one that ruins that thing coming up too.
It's gonna be like
All
that.
right.
I wouldn't have something.
The Josh and Peter thing, they're sort
Peter
of.
was the other guy on live, correct?
No, Peter's the stepdad.
Wrong
Yeah.
person.
So not.
Push him against the refrigerator.
That
Yeah.
was kind
That was
of
like,
abuse.
Hang on. Why does he push him against the refrigerator?
Because he stole Larry stuff.
And so we're going to find out that Peter has issues with what Larry's saying. And it's going to lead to things coming up. And then, of course, he does a whole thing about why he wants to be anonymous and the idea of not wanting people to know who he is, because then you don't filter it through. Because if you know that Larry is a kid, then old people ignore him. But if you know that Larry's an old person, then all of a sudden kids are not going to pay attention. But he's like, if no one knows who I am, then it makes like this whole filter thing where no one can sort of judge who I am, and you have to just take my words.
Yeah, Beta Gold. Cough, cough.
Alright. Things that they had the Three Stooges, kids that are right over there. We talked about that one. They talked about the ball peen hammer when they were at the hardware store. If you don't know what a ball peen hammer is, it's where it has like a little round part on one end of it. I'm assuming you guys know who the Lorax is.
Yes. Actually.
Oh!
Wait a minute.
This was in the book, and he talked about the fact that they made like the swastika out of the Nike slippers, so that's what they were going for.
they made a swap.
Did you know that Hitler's birthday was 4 days ago?
It was 420. Pee-wee's Big Adventure was the movie he mentioned, which again, if you've never seen it, you should. The
I
movie's
think I've
awesome.
seen that one. Wait.
I'm sorry. And like when I was like in 3rd grade, I remember seeing a part of that movie, and I was always searching for it. Guys.
It's a good movie.
Guys.
Yeah, the basement. The wizard hat he talks about, and then he.
And the connections that were
There you go.
He
The
was
fact
talking
that
about being
the
a
things keep coming back. All right.
I want to see that.
So now I'll have you go take a look at it. You have until midnight to submit quizzes.
Yeah, he did.
But I figured this way, if you had not read till page 130, now you can read to page 130. Because I put some stuff in there about Larry Fest, and I did not want.
Larry, that's more like Shush.
Larry Fest.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah, I'm not finishing that in the 2 minutes we have.
I'm just gonna take a look at it. It'll look good.